Now here's Conley. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. To the wing right side. They double him with Freak. Right, the pass to Randall. And again, Memphis no good. And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up. Udrih. Can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first half. Grizzlies lead by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. We've been too one-dimensional on offense, and it's made us too easy to defend. We've got to start getting points from the low post. We're not going to survive on perimeter offense alone. And I also like how we've kept our turnovers to a minimum. That kind of heads-up play has to carry over into the second half. And just to talk about what we want for...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Gasol has it going on tonight. He has 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
And so here's Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 6 to shoot. Outside Conley. But they'll get another chance. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets had a difficult game. He had 6 points and added a few rebounds as well. He never seemed to find his rhythm and ended with an abysmal shooting percentage. We'll see if he can bounce back here.
Thank you, Doris. Great job. And, you know, even the best players have weak games, guys. And I think we saw that pretty clearly.
Yeah, and the question now becomes, can you bounce back? Will he be able to put that game behind him?
That is the question, Greg, and I'm guessing he can. I'm sure he's discouraged, but he won't dwell on it. He knows how to deal with having an off night.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Randolph. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. James Harden, 3rd.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Houston needs to get a shot off. Howard with a clean look. Off target from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside Green. Here's the dish to Gasol. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Butler's checked in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Now Conley. Gasol kicks to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Passes it to Allen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Freak gets to Moniunas. 13 feet away. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Freak kicks to Harden. There's a screen by Moniunas. Harden dishes to Moniunas. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Conley kicks to Randall. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Over to the left wing. Now here's Freak, defended by Allen, and that one's good. Freak.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Allen passes to Conley. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. He kicks it to Randolph. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Good! And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Some changes for Memphis. Stokes is checked in for Gasol. White comes. Conley with it from deep. It's off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. So on the floor for Houston. Freak, he's in at the point. McDaniels is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Harden, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
That's the wall.
Gasol, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. And Randolph with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Harden dishes to Freak. Pass to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. Freak. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And Memphis making a change here. Allen's checked in. Moniunas is checked in for Houston. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Dishes it to Gasol. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Freak kicks to Ariza. Harden outside. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Conley, the pass to Randall. The feed now to Green. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one is on Ariza. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those. Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
From 15 feet away, and a foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Allen outside. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Green dishes to Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. It's deflected. Green against Ariza. The pass to Harden. Up top, Modi Yunus. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Timeout call for Memphis. All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get up.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Conley. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Harden kicks to Freak. Screen by Howard. Freak passes to Howard. Feeds it to Freak. Tries again, and it's Howard laying it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Randolph a screen to the inside. Off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here's Harden. Here's Howard. Rejected by Gasol. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Grizzlies on defense. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Allen dishes to Conley. To the paint. Here's Randolph. That misses off the backboard. Rockets trail by 10. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the 4th. On the wing, Harden, covered by Conley, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And, guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
And it's Conley penetrating. That's good.
Stay down. Stay down.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We recap last weekend.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Kenny the Jet Smith, and you're here at 2K TV. That's right.
What's up, guys? I'm Rachel, and welcome to this week's episode of NBA2K TV. On today's episode, you vote on your top plays of the week. We give you some details and Pro-Am. We recap last weekend's rival day and go behind the scenes at MoCap with Kenny the Jet Smith. You guys may have noticed that the studio show in NBA 2K has gotten bigger and better this year. And I got to catch up with the newest member at the desk to find out his thoughts on being added to 2K16 and what pains him the most about wearing that mocap suit. Welcome to the 2K family.
2K Sport? Yeah, this is fun.
So what's your favorite part about being in the mocap suit?
I don't think there's a favorite part of being in it. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but I think sometimes I feel like I'm on my couch after I come out of shower or something, but because the outfit is a little risque, so to speak.
Because it's more form-fitting than you're used to.
Oh, it's much more form-fitting than any outfit that I ever would wear. I'd say that.
And I was going to ask you your least favorite, but I think you already said it. It's uncomfortable.
The helmet.
Okay.
Because the helmet that you wear, it has like this thing behind it, so you can only move certain ways. And now I have a little bit more admiration for football players, too, because having a helmet on that long for like 3 or 4 hours in a day gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
I thought you were going to bring a masseuse in.
Well, you guys are really authentic on television. Do you feel like you were able to kind of bring that even when you're on set here filming for the game?
Yeah, I think so, because the way the script is set is kind of there's like 1 or 2 lines, and then always after that it says ad-lib.
For coaches, please, the game becomes much more chess than checkers.
When Ernie asked me a question about a specific player, LeBron James, so I'm going to talk about the things that I know about LeBron James. So all the things are authentic that I'm saying.
When did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass.
What do you feel like makes your show most successful?
Well, I think the one thing that makes our show successful is that we listen. We don't have a you talk for 10 seconds, then he talks for 10 seconds, and then he talks. No, it's you talk, and if you're saying something smart, you get 15 seconds. If you're saying something that we all disagree, you might get 3 seconds.
Just live by the jump shot, die by the jump shot.
When people watch us, it looks like, 4 guys sitting on the couch talking basketball. It doesn't look like it's a show.
Yeah, and it is. Mm-hmm. And some wild stuff happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you trip in your own home.
It's your man, Desart, the 2K Whisperer, back for your My Park Championship recap. Each day we have more legends showing up on the court ready to do battle. And this weekend we saw these Warriors go at it in the 5th round of the My Park Championship. Old Town got some new blood to lead them to another 3rd place finish, but it's not all bad though. The wait is over with 187 wins stride to right the Flyers ship and will hopefully influence the rest of Old Town to get their act together. The Sunset Beach Ballers are the masters of consistency. Another second-place finish led by an amazing 277 wins by Clutch Boy 67. I salute you. Not enough to give them the W, but at least enough for some championship points. In other news, Rivet City is still taking names. They dominated the entire weekend once again. It's getting ridiculous. The Rough Riders cannot be stopped. The Rough Riders are beasting, with Signature and Bond 7419 putting up impressive win percentages to hold on to the lead all weekend long. This victory gives Rivet City another 2 points in the overall standings. Their 9 points gives them a solid lead over the Ballers with 5 points. It's going to take more than a handful of rival days for Old Town to scratch back into contention. 1 point to the name, they must change up their game. If in fact adversity creates opportunities for greatness, Old Town has a chance to be the greatest. So let's help Old Town out. This Wednesday from noon to midnight, the Flyers are hosting this week's House Rules. And like always, you choose the rules, baby. And 1, where shooting fouls result in free throws. Double alley, making all alley-oops worth double. Hustle, with quick 12-second shot clocks. And swats, where each block will give your team an extra point. Until next time, it's your man Nazar, the 2K Whisperer, repping 2K like a fresh pair of J's. And remember, real ballers do it in the park.
Segueing to another show that you had this year, Meet the Smiths.
Okay.
Which shows off your family.
Yeah.
And how close you guys are to each other.
Being at home, I was a little apprehensive with the kids because I just wanted them to always be shown in the best light, which sometimes is not possible in that environment. But I think that it exposed them to a new world. Next year, we're looking at putting my daughter's songs in it.
She's taking off. I've seen her all over social.
We're gonna get her songs in the soundtrack next year for the 2K, and we'll hear it during the breaks or something, you know.
Were your kids excited when they found out you were going to be in the game?
Oh yeah, the 2K is real prevalent in the household. So having your name in the game and having your face and now my movements in the game, I think everyone will have a lot of fun with it.
The whole community was like a little surprised with the Warriors coming out on top. Is there anything that you're particularly looking forward to for this coming year?
Most of their guys, this is their first championship, other than the coach. So seeing how they react to this type of intensity when they walk in the building now, it's a different intensity when you're the champion, coming back the second year. So I'll be interested to see what the Warriors do. Obviously, a healthy Cavalier team. I want to see how that would pose a threat.
Boom.
There we go.
Got it.
My name's Jay Wahashi. I'm a producer here at 2K Sports, and I work on the 2K Pro-Am. The 2K Pro-Am is the only place in the game where you can use up to 10 My players in a 5v5 hardwood experience. The first way to play the 2K Pro-Am is to select Play as Walk-On, where we find up to 9 other players in the world ready to play right now. So it's greatly reduced the amount of time it takes to get on the court and play. So in the Pro-Am, as a walk-on, you can play for a spot on the league leaders leaderboard. The cool part here is we don't reward players for grinding. This is based on how well you play and not just how much you play. So we'll take into account not just your stats and your wins, but also your teammate grade. To play with your friends, first go to your My Court. Then you select Play with Friends from the nav and send invites. If you're ready to step up the level of competition, this is where the 2K Pro-Am really shines. You can become a team owner and customize your team with the full suite of options offered in My Team, My League, and My GM. The more followers each of you have in your My Career, the more fans show up to your games. Playing games as a team will place you on the Power Rankings leaderboard. The game outcome and the strength of your opponents has a direct impact on how much you move up or down. There's more coming up that I can't talk about just quite yet, So get out there and have some fun.
Make sure you guys keep sharing those highlight videos on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow.
My name.
Make sure you guys keep sharing those highlight videos on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow for a chance to be featured in our top plays of the week. And now it's time for you to vote on the best from this week.
Again missing. And securing.
Make it happen. He's been anything but it.
Next week, we hang out with James Harden at his high school. So in honor of the beard, I want to see your guys' best beards on your My Player. So add a beard to your My Player, take a photo and upload it on social media using the hashtag 2KTVBeards. And we'll share some of the best on next week's show. I'll see you guys soon.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season and taking away some of those back-to-back games. But it's like bowling, Ernie. I'm a good bowler. Like, you're using your right arm a lot, and sometimes you need to rest it. You can't just start bowling with your left. So for me, I bowled a perfect game twice in my life. I'm only using right hand. You need that rest.
That was the worst analogy I ever heard in my life.
No, yeah, I think so too. How good a bowler are you, Kenny?
I'm probably like a 190 bowler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, consistently.
I don't buy that either.
Me either.
Okay.
Are you a good bowler, Shaq?
Yep, good cereal bowler.
Oh!
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. This game marks the end of a road trip for Oklahoma City. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. And you look at their record, 5 games back from the #1 seed.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And, guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Thunder. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw good. Freak. And so he makes both from the line. And here now the Thunder. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Screen by Howard. Back to Harden. To the paint. Here's Montejunas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Outside Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. From outside, off the mark.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Ariza no luck. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Unloads from 13. That one wide left.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Ariza against Westbrook. Oklahoma City gets it back. Cantor, the pass to Ibaka. It's Durant with the drive. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Harden. And in the game with Memphis, he did not play well.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside Westbrook. Here's the floater. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Good on the second free throw. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Harden dishes to Ariza. Montejunas against Cantor. Montejunas kicks to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Ibaka. Knocks it loose. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Morrow. It's deflected. Freak with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Outside Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. Pass to Morrow. Takes it from 10. And it's sent back by Howard. The dish to Ibaka. Drills the three-pointer.
And when you've got a...
On some chips, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord.
Get your little taxing on the neck. It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day. And, of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And for all those teams that have wrapped up playoff spots, Shaq, what can we expect from them strategically here at the end of the regular season?
Well, for the top team, Ernie, it becomes about securing home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player? If you're a guy who's playing a lot, do you need some rest before the playoffs?
You know, a lot of people answer that question, and if you played more than 8 years, yes, you need rest. If you're a young player, such as Freak, you don't need rest.
No, you may have players coming back from midseason injuries, but you need to get them back into the flow. But you got to get your playoff game face on. And you know who had the best game face playoff?
Alonzo Mourning?
No, this guy next to us. Show him your game face.
Alonzo had a good game face, too.
Stop it. You look at this guy's game. Look at this guy's game face. Show him.
Let me see your game face.
You know what, Kenny? I lost it. I can't do it
Let me see your game face. Oh, that is frightening.
Oh, wait.
That's not a game look. That's not a game look. That's your game book look. I can't do it anymore.
Here's a guy with no game face, Kevin Harlan.
Alonzo Mourning.
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At power forward, Donatas Motiejunas. At the other forward position, Trevor Ariza. At center, Dwight Howard. At shooting guard, James Harden. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is Kevin McHale. Starting at point guard.
It's the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Take a look at the Rockets, a superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You know, you're right on point with that, Clark. I mean, the team chemistry does come into question. You have to wonder whether or not the players have started to tune the coaches out. So they just look completely disjointed out on the floor.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Motiejunas and Howard the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Freak in at the point. Green, no luck. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Here's Stafford, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Philadelphia on D. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so he's able to get one of two. Here's Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. Marshall with it, out defended by Freak. And Marshall kicks to Green. Five to shoot. Moniunas with the steal. Harden right side. The baseline J. The Rockets again can't hit.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Now here's Green. Harden missing his last shot. From 13, can't get it to go. Great D that time from Howard. Harden left side.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has... the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Covington with the bucket.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Rockets leading by 3. Now here's Freak. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Launches it. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Harden.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Marshall. Guarded closer. Feeds it to Green. To the paint. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Freak with it, and there's the feed to Harden. Pulls from the top of the key, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. They are going up against arguably the toughest center the NBA has to offer in Dwight Howard. One problem that Howard poses is his ability to send shots away on the defensive end. He told his players to be fearless and not think twice about taking shots, saying, a lot of the D Howard plays is mental. He just has shooters second-guessing. He might have them third-guessing, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
Look at some of the stats for James Harden. Averaging about 15 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for any other up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Okafor. Noel comes in for Green. Hollis Thompson's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Tony Roten in for Kendall Marshall.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Howard. Thompson with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Houston in the lead. To the left wing. Screen by Howard. Here's Lawson. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Odiunas against Noel. He makes the Johnny from the left block. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
And here are the 76ers now. Ty Lawson making his last shot. And Embiid throws it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the basket by Brewer.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team.
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody is scoring spread out, rebounding, everything spread out. So, you know, even from the bench, it's definitely a team type game.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite team.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. We've got Thompson. Carl Landry is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Kendall Marshall. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Harden sets the pick for Freak. Harden left side. All alone. And it's Houston with another.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Thompson dishes to Landry. Puts it up from 12. The shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. To the right side. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Here's McDaniels. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Odiunas' shot is good.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder gave them an edge. He had 6 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into that athletic.
Yeah.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
And the pass to Harden.
Sticking too much.
Moniunas, that's a screen for Harden. The dish to Moniunas. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Thompson outside. Pass to Leonard. 13 feet away. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Moniunas. And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, James, an impressive first half for you. What allowed you to come out so strong?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
You're not a bad guy to follow, James. Thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. I'll say this for us, though. Our shot selection has been terrific. We haven't forced things, and the shots are dropping for us because of that patience. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We watched a great quarter by Harden. He's got 11 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Moniunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Freak in at the 1 spot. Stolen away. Here's Covington. He's guarded by Howard. Pick by Okafor. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Harden, that's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The 76ers trail by 9. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. That's good. 10 points for Jahlil Okafor. And so here is Houston. Now, Freak. 8 points for him. Screened by Howard. Kicks it out to Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Houston, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Tony Roten, he's checked in for Marshall. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Good on the second free throw. The 76ers shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Roten, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
He has created some terrific opportunities for him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. Houston making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 11. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Roten, and he gets it to go.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Freak passes to Howard. He kicks it to Freak. Brewer up top. He's covered by Roten. There's no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Stafford. Here's Okafor. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Brewer with the screen for Beverly. Pass to Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. Good on the second free throw. The 76ers trail by 10. Roten kicks to Landry. Out left to the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Stolen by Beverly. Here's Freak. That's tipped and stolen by Roten. Outside Landry. Dishes it to Roten. Thompson for the triple. Here's Landry, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Houston leading by 8.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Back to Butler. Here's the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Thompson with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Now here's Thompson. He feeds it to Roten. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson from the arc. Again, the miss by Thompson. Here's Freak. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Houston on top, leading by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Six checked in for Ty Lawson. The 76ers trail by 8. Green is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Kendall Marshall. Then there's Okafor. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And so here is Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Harden dishes to Brewer. Here's Freak. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Freak's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets. Marshall passes to Covington. to the paint. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Motiejunas.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Pass to Covington. Clock at 6. Kicks to Okafor. Fades away. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
There's a screen by Motiejunas to the middle.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mark.
Here's Howard. Here's Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a game we've seen here for Freak. 10 points and 4 assists as well. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
And both free throws good from Freak. The 76ers trail by 10. And Marshall kicks to Covington. Green, the screen. The 3. That's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Howard. And Okafor with the block. Marshall with it. He dishes it to Covington. Feeds it to Green. Takes the 13-footer. That one rolling around and rims out. Freak passes to Brewer. From 17 feet out. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 19 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Green, the screen. From 8. Rockets with the rebound.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
There's the feed to Covington. And there's the pass to Green. The 11-footer, and he gets it to go.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Howard dishes to Freak. Pass to Brewer. Here's the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Okafor with the screen on Howard. And Marshall gets to Okafor. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Rockets. And that one misses. Houston leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Got a piece of it. Marshall with the steal. Out left to the wing. Here's Stafford. That 3 off the mark.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Harden outside. From deep. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Harden. That's now 8 points for Trevor Ariza.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
.135 left to play here in the fourth. And Marshall kicks to Covington. And Green slams it in.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Harden the pass to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Freak sets a screen for Howard. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
.58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green, the screen. Now the dish to Marshall. At the elbow, Green. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Freak. Harden left side. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Okafor against Howard. Covington in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Marshall dishes to Green. And here's Covington from the arc. Matajunas grabs the miss. And here's Harden. There's a screen. So Houston wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Craig, and Dorks, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Well, he came to rescue the team tonight, Ernie. Things were getting desperate for him, and the consecutive losses kept mounting. But he put them on his back, and he responded exactly the way he needed to.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kick.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan,
DJ Khaled.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we have our newest studio show member, Kenny. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck. It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck. It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
Get on Lawson.
Hey, don't leave Lawson open to shoot. Hey, don't leave Lawson open to shoot. Okay, we're going to get up and down now. I need you all to compete at a high level. Coaches.
Don't let James shoot it. Down low, Howard. Let's go, man. Let's go.
New play. Yep. I'm up.
You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got you. I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push on the net. I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push on the net. We're pushing on the net. I got shooter, man. I got to get the rebound. Got to get it. Give it up. Brewer.
Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Toronto Raptors in their house, Air Canada Center. For Toronto, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. For a few seasons now, we've seen the Raptors find a lot of success in the regular season, but they really have trouble making a postseason run. Why is that, Jet?
Well, they rely a lot on their perimeter players, and that could be dangerous because sometimes, perimeter shots can be off. And then they really don't have a defensive stopper, Ernie.
We all know they play the up-tempo game, Ernie, but when it slows down in the
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets, and Houston is looking to play Texas big. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Raptors, happy to be here in Toronto right now in the midst of a nice homestand. You look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
And I think for Toronto, they're just about ready to put a cap on one of the most disappointing seasons in franchise history.
Yeah, I think they've really got to do an evaluation and some serious analysis over the summer and identify exactly what went wrong.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Rockets, Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Freak in a point. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he makes the first. Harden hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
They get it back. Ariza kicks to Harden. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Dishes it to Patterson. Back to Lowry. On the wing, Johnson. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Good D by Ariza. And a wide-open look for Freak. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Screened by Valanciunas. The wide-open look here for DeRozan. And the three ball is good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now here's Ariza. His last outing, he had 8 points. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Johnson dishes to Valanciunas. Feeds it to Lowry. And that one's good. Lowry's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Johnson outside. Back to Lowry. Wing shot on the way. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. Freak kicks to Ariza. Uncovered. And he hits the jump shot.
Assisted. Freak.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Lowry. Up top to Rosen. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now, here's Howard. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Some changes for Toronto. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clarkson comes in for James Johnson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Houston, Corey Brewer's checked in for Ariza. And it's Lawson in for James Harden. And that one good from Clarkson.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Houston in the lead. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
He said that they'd be focusing a lot of their defensive energies on containing Ty Lawson, especially in transition. He added, Lawson is one of the fastest players in the league. So if you let him get out and run, you are putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We've got to keep him in the half court and limit his penetration. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
A minute 50 left to play here in the first. DeRozan passes to Clarkson. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Lawson kicks to Brewer. No good from outside. For the Raptors, they come in off the wash to the Bulls.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams, I thought, played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately, they were the ones who came up short.
There's a break in the action, so a rundown now. The most reliable power forwards and centers over the past month when it comes to shooting the basketball. In the third spot, Dwight Howard.
And most of the guys on there, unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
Raptors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Clarkson, chance there to take the lead, missing. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Lawson sets a screen for Freak, passes it to Lawson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lawson's got 5 points so far.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Right side, Scola. There's the dish to Joseph. Scola sets a screen for Joseph. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Howard. Screen by Howard. Here's Freak. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that.
Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Johnson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Houston, Moniunas is checked in for Howard. McDaniels comes in for Butler. And Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Scola out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Joseph in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Scola sets a screen for Joseph. Kicks to DeRozan. A 15-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. DeRozan's got 11 points. Rockets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's Freak. Toronto grabs the miss. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He picked up 12 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
The feed to Moniunas. Out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Freak. And it's blocked by DeRozan.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Patterson, that's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Harden. Oh!
Yeah. And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And Freak throws it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And the
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the number one thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, number one is
the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
We watched a great quarter by Harden. He's got 14 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Motiejunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Freak in at the point.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. The Rockets trail. There's the pass to Harden. Ariza outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Lowry. 12 points for him. Here's DeRozan. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Shoots a fader. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Freak. He's got 9. Harden left side. Can't get it to go. Nice D from DeRozan. Raptors with the lead. Outside Lowry. It's blocked. Now here's Freak. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist from DeRozan. Valanciunas has got his 2nd bucket.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit. Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Brewer, he's checked in for Houston. Lawson comes in for James Harden. Pass to Valanciunas. Now, here's Brewer. Patterson defending. Lawson outside. Back to Howard. It's stolen by Johnson. He feeds it to Patterson. The offensive rebound goes back up. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Clarkson. And there's the lay-in. Clarkson's got 6 points.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Freak dishes to Brewer. Motiejunas kicks to Freak. Pass to Motiejunas. Feeds to Lawson. Houston moving it around. Here's Howard. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Raptors leading by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside Lowry. Poked away. Now here's Freak. Lowry covering.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
That's one of those alley-oops upside your head right there.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He went over the offensive plan.
I want everyone to hear Canada, Senator Canada. Cheer on your
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Harden with it. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Move the ball and stick
Freak kicks to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Dishes it to Patterson. Back to Lowry. Shoots from 12. One-on-one here. Freak with it. Lowry picks him up. Here's Ariza. Misses the 3. Raptors trail by 3. Passes to Valanciunas. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Freak passes to Howard. Now here's Freak. DeRozan defending. There's a screen by Modiunas. It's stolen by DeRozan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Really an extraordinary game for DeRozan. 13 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Modiunas, that's a screen for Freak. Layup off the pick. And Modiunas the basket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now Lowry. And it's sent back by Howard. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Raptors trail by 5. On the wing, DeRozan, guarded by Harden. From the high post. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brewers checked in.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Freak dishes to Modiunas. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that one's good. And now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Kicks it out to Harden. Baseline jumper. Offensive rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Lowry with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Now here's Freak. DeRozan defending. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Corey Brewer. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Back to DeRozan to tie it up. Bounces high off the rim and drops. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting for Toronto. Donatas Montaigne.
The free throw drops for Montaigne.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
.158 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, and no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
It's tipped. And some nice passing there by Houston. There's the pick. Harden the pass to Howard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Left side Lowry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
1:31 left in the game. Howard with a screen on DeRozan. It's Harden with the drive. He took good advantage of that screen. And now a 3-point Rocket lead.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg, does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Valanciunas hits them both.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 8 points and also a block shot.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Harden against DeRozan. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Johnson. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. DeRozan dishes to Johnson. It's in!
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And here's Freak. Good work defensively by Lowry.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden gets to Moniunas. The rebound by Johnson.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Execution, fellas. Do your job. Freak, you're our leader out there. Execute!
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Freak passes to Harden. Puts it up from 12. Sinks it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
That'll be a 5-second call. And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game. Here's Lowry.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A three ball would do just that.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
You must be frustrated with all those mistakes out there tonight. What are you going to do to try to limit those next time out?
I just got to be better, man. It's unacceptable how many times I turn the ball over. Unacceptable. I'm disappointed in myself, and I'm sure my teammates are disappointed in me too. So if anything, I got to make this up to them. They deserve better.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
Well, it's no secret that you're approaching free agency. Are you going to give a hometown discount if they make an offer?
Yo, I'm going to have to refer to my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, on that one. He's your man if you want to talk business stuff like that. All I can say is I'm focused on finishing the season. Doing the best I can with this team. I'll think about all that other stuff when the season's over and me and my girl Yvette are sitting on the beach somewhere in Jamaica. And that's the truth.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck. It's hurting my neck. I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we hang with our new studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes on TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck. It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck. It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode of NBA2K TV, we hang with our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last weekend's rival day, and of course, you can earn some VC and other prizes with 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little